people said walk away from this deal. And I'm like, okay, then who are you going for next then if you're walking away from this deal? Because the one thing that this player does offer us is good resale value at 23. And that's the one thing we've not had a lot of so far in this market. And
Okay then. If that's the situation with Wilkes and it's a 500k job,
yeah,
do you raise it and say, who do you go for next? Is it Alfie May? So we have to stress that Darren Moore has not fancied Alfie May in the past. So there is that side of it.
Mm.
But John Palmer of Gloucester Live puts on their Twitter that Alfie May has got a valuation of 500k.
23 odd goals last year's season.
So that, for me, would be the other side of it. What would you say to Alfie May?
I'd like to get him in. He's a good player. I think he's a player that Darren Moore already knows. And the only reason he went out at Donny Rovers at the time, he wanted 13 football, which Darren couldn't offer him. There's already a good relationship there. Apparently, he still has a house in Donny as well. And so the moving location, not an issue there. It's one of those things. It's like, you've got a player who's... I've seen the argument, he'd only had one good season in League One so far, but his one good season got him a lot of goals, and what was one thing we missed last season?
Do you know his play style?
He's a striker come like attacking winger kind of thing, but he's more of a striker, so I don't know where you will put him in that.
Because we have just signed... what's his name? Smith. That's it.
Yes.
Oh, oh God, that's going to annoy some Rotherham fans. I couldn't even remember his name.
Smith is your target man, though, isn't it? That's what we missed last year.
Yeah,
Smith is your target.
Yeah. So we got Gregory. We do probably still need another one, don't we? So
you look at what we've got strikers. You've got Gregory. You've got Gregory. You've got Smith. You've got Patterson, not a striker. Windass, not a striker. You still probably need another one or two strikers anyway.
There is a striker.
Could this be a deal where we turn around and say, hi, we're going to get Wilkes, and then maybe say, have we got enough in the tank to get May as well? There's nothing stopping us getting both. Because we still need another striker, and Wilkes can play as a winger.
I'm just trying to look at where his stats have played him. I'll give you his FIFA stats while we wait, though, Alfie May. He's a 67 overall. He had an inform card of 74, though. He got a silver team of the week.
He'll get a bump next season as well.
With 93 pace, that card. But his normal pace is not quite up there. I can't find his actual main card. I've had to go into the stats and look at his actual play, but there's some standout meta stats. He's got 87 acceleration, 82 sprint speed. His finishing is... God, this is American, I can tell. 68. So it's not amazing. But yeah, there's... his stamina's 88, so he'll run all about on FIFA for you. I'm actually trying to find his real-life stats, though, because... he is listed as a centre-forward.
He ripped us apart when they played us at home.
And he apparently has played across the left and the right wing.
He's a very similar. Him and Wilkes are very similar in where they play. But in the sense, he's saying we still need another striker. Could you in theory push for two? But then again, 500k on one, and then whatever you put for Wilkes.
Well, yeah, because you'd say you'd push them out to the wings. Do we do the Liverpool thing and play with the front three? But we don't do that. We play with wing backs. So it looks at the options there. Because I was thinking, if you look at wingers, we ain't got any wingers.
No. Johnson, if in theory you think of actual winger who played as a winger, that's about it.
Yeah. But a good thing to do is, I'd sign them both. Personally, if I had the choice, you'd sign them both because you want the option of being able to play with wingers if you need that option and you want to shift the formation, and they could double up as wingers. That'd be
say if it's 500k for both, it's $1 million.
It's a lot of money when you've not been spending anything, isn't it?
Yeah,
It all adds up. But yeah, he would be the less value proposition if you think about it, because if you can get Wilkes for 500k with his return, then maybe Wilkes wins because he's 23. Alfie May's 29. So if you're looking at terms of longevity and future, there is probably a little bit more with Wilkes than Alfie May. But I'd take either of them. I'd take both of them.
I think the beauty thing about a lot of the players who we're bringing in or we've been linked with, they've either Ben Hennigan been on Darren Moore's radar for years, finally gets him in the door. Wilkes, he had him at Donny, loved him, wanted to sign him, couldn't, went to Hull eventually, and there's always that relationship. May worked with him, couldn't get him to fit into his team how he wanted, and the lad wanted 13 football, went to Cheltenham to get 13 football. These are all players Darren Moore's either looked at for a very long time or worked with before. That is something you cannot stress more, that Darren Moore already knows what he's looking at. And that's something we've had in the past where we got players in, it's like, well, you've never worked with him, it's a shot in the dark, here's the player you get, just learn to deal with it. We're getting in a situation where Darren Moore knows what he wants, or he's getting players he's worked with before. So they're going to come in, know how he works, know his system, and get straight down to business.